What's up, guys? It's your boy Scion, and it's another week, and it's another MMO show. This is going to be episode 110. 110. Can you imagine doing 110 videos of one topic? Well, not the same topic, but it's the same genre, so it is what it is. This week, we're going to be talking about endgame, and what I feel is pretty good endgame, and I'm going to be getting texts during the video all the time. Anyway, you're looking at Battleboard right now, and I'm loving Battleborn. It's not an MMO, but it's still fun in my opinion. If you can get into the beta, well, it's not an if you can get on Steam, you can get into this beta right now. It's a fun game. The PvE is hella fun. The PvP is hella fun. This is not a review of it. I actually do have a review of this coming. You're probably gonna see it in the next 2 or 3 days, but it's pretty fun. And like I said, we're gonna get into end game, and I'm just gonna basically tell you how I feel. This is not a top list, but it's just the end game that I feel is relevant. There's probably other games out there that have end game. Please do not get butthurt if I do not put your game here. And World of Warcraft will not be here at all. And another game that won't be here is Skyforge. Skyforge does have endgame, and it has pretty good endgame, but Skyforge endgame is a little bit too unstable in my opinion, so I just didn't put it on this list. Doesn't mean it's bad though. So moving along, and the first thing we're going to talk about is the elephant in the room, Final Fantasy 14. Now, I gave this game like the best MMO, but to be in all truth, the story, the overall theme, and just the Final Fantasy universe, and just the way that they make these bosses, this is probably one of the best end games that you can get out there. The most competitive and team gameplay, and just fun overall. And just the way the classes interact, the way the bosses interact, is probably is the best in game right now. A lot of people is probably going to say it's World of Warcraft, but the reason why that World of Warcraft isn't up here is because it's been around too long doing the same thing. Just wanted to give other people a chance, and other games a chance to shine in glory. Warcraft has had enough of that. So pretty much, I think this game is just look at that. That's craziness. That storyline of craziness. The next up we have is Guild Wars 2. Now, Guild Wars 2 has just recently, this latest expansion, gone more into in-game. It had it before, but now it's truly in-game with raids and everything else, and the world content has gotten better. Zaytan still sucks, just gonna say. Just saying, NCSoft, do something about that. Or rather, it's not NCSoft, ArenaNet, do something about Zaytan. This... See, it just takes my words, my breath away, just to even mention that name. But the Shatterer, as you see right here, this particular boss, they redid him, and he's pretty epic right now. Watch videos on it and stuff like this. I don't particularly play the game right now, but the Shatterer is looking really good. So definitely get into Guild Wars 2 if you can, because it has some really good end game. So we're gonna look at next Star Wars: The Old Republic. Now, storyline in Star Wars is, as you know, just prevalent. It's just awesome. They do a very good job in Star Wars Star Wars telling story, and the raids and the end game with Star Wars is pretty good. Makes you feel like you're just in one of the movies and taking out a boss that's pretty awesome. Like you just have different types of feeling and emotion relayed in it, and they do a pretty good job. It's pretty solid, so you gotta give them a try. So if you get into that end game, go for it. Wildstar has always been known as a WoW clone in space, but they do a very good job with end game and content. And so it's a little over the top sometimes, and that kind of has hurt the game a little bit, and we're seeing it struggle a lot right now. I really wish Wildstar would get like a second wind and become a thing, because it's not bad. They like you see they have platform and have a lot of cool boss mechanics and a lot of cool stories. So I don't want to see this game fall to the wayside, but end game probably isn't the reason why it would do that. End game is pretty good in this, and you have a lot of fun doing it. As you can see, there's a lot of good looking things, a lot of style and class, and it's just fun overall. So definitely, if you get to the end in this game, definitely try the end game. It's worth it, and you'll find it enjoyable. Now, Neverwinter is a different breed. I just recently did a should I play on Neverwinter, and Neverwinter's end game is actually really good. The problem with all of this is that it becomes grindy at a point when you get to the end game. So if they can take out the grindiness with end game, then it'll probably be extraordinarily better. Like, just super extraordinarily better. I hope they see this one day, and just people just find out. Like, but the game overall and the end game overall it's pretty good. It's just about on the level of Warcraft. I would give it that much. It really is on the level of Warcraft, and there's always a lot of it. There's always some new stuff coming out. Definitely something that you should check out. Now, Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls, the end game with Elder Scrolls, if you want a comparison, I would consider it kind of like Star Wars. It's not quite up to the level of how Neverwinter and Wildstar and Warcraft's end game is, but it's pretty good. It's end game that you would expect from an Elder Scrolls type of game. It gives you that story, it makes you feel epic and completing storylines and everything else, and just makes the world feel like it's kind of like a Hobbit adventure. It really is, where you just feel like, damn, I'm particularly badass today, and look at me. Yeah, look at me, I'm badass. Like, that's how you feel in Elder Scrolls with Endgame. Now, Terra, I'm gonna keep this short. Terra is that action game that everybody likes to play, everybody likes to PvP, but the end game isn't that bad. The BAMs, the just overall fighting and trying to figure out how to beat certain bosses, and just the way that the combat is makes Terra's end game rather interesting. I don't know exactly how many people are going to agree with that, but I think it is. So it's definitely a free-to-play game that you can try to get into as well. This entire list, everything is solid. Nobody really is like bad when it comes to end game, and that's pretty good when it comes out to the actual, to the industry. Now, with that said, is anybody the best? I would give it to Final Fantasy, and then right behind that would be a close right behind that, I would put Warcraft. And then after that, I don't really want to make a top list for this type of thing, because I think they're all solid and I think they all deserve respect in that regard. So that's why I didn't make this a top list. Like, I know somebody probably could, and really I think that would be 100% opinion. It wouldn't even be like a fact or whatever else. It's just going to be 100% opinion, and I just didn't want to do that. So definitely try all these games out, give them a run. If you're close to end game or whatever else, you probably will definitely have some fun, and I will catch you next video, and hopefully I'll see you guys in Battleborn. You probably see me streaming it and everything else. So I will catch you later, and peace. Happy Friday. Appreciate everybody who stops by and watches my channel. So if you'd like to see more of my videos, you can click the top right end card and see more of my videos on the playlist, or you can click the bottom right and subscribe to the channel. Once again, one love, and thanks for stopping by. Peace.